Hi, my name is Will, and this is a Q&A. You may be wondering, who's that guy? I'm the cartoon guy in real life. I thought might as well get the face reveal out of the way at the beginning. I don't want any build-up. I don't want any built-up expectations of what I look like. This is what I look like. Wow, crazy, this is my face. Now we know, and now we're getting into the questions. I asked you guys to ask me questions about my OCs, which I'm very excited about, and now I'm going to answer those questions about my OCs because I love answering questions about my OCs. I talk about them way too much. Okay. Can you tell us something planned later down the line Can you tell us something planned later down the line that we won't understand now? No, because that's a spoiler, but I will give you a one-word spoiler that makes no fucking sense. And that is ear. So take with that what you will. Also, if I'm acting stupid and weird, it's because I don't know how to act in front of a camera. I've never filmed my face for anything before. I usually make a little cartoon about it, but I'm not spending 3 weeks animating for a Q&A. Is there an Arrow Ace character? Yes, there is. I have 3 different characters all on different parts of the Arrow Ace spectrum. I have just a solid Arrow Ace character. I have a demi-romantic character. Alec is asexual. I have just a fully aromantic character. So, yeah. There's also a bunch of trans people. So there was a lot of questions about if there would be trans people and people on the Arrow Ace spectrum. Yes. So, just so you know, there's gay people in the Gay People show. How many people are working on it? It's just me animating it, but I have like 3 or 4 background artists helping me out because I hate drawing backgrounds and I'm bad at it, so I don't want to do it. What made you want to make the show? Mainly the fact that most pieces of media that aren't made by like a smaller creator, like maybe webtoons or like, indie stuff, have either no queer characters or have very small, like, little thought about queer characters that's like, okay, mandatory gay guy in the show, that's very cool. Or like they're side characters and they're like kind of touched on a little bit, and it's for like a lesson of acceptance, and that made me kind of sad. So I thought I'd just make a show about just gay people and the experience of being gay in high school, because if you're gay and you are in or have been in high school, it's crazy shit happens, and there's enough there's enough in there to make a show about it. So that's why I want gay people to have a show about them is why. I saw that Rainclouds video on Flip-A-Clip. Did you create that on Flip-A-Clip? Yes, I did. I did create that on Flip-A-Clip. Wow! I've been using Flip-A-Clip since I was 10 and just have refused to move on. What are the ship names for the canon pairings? I don't know. Me and my bestie co-writer, I'm name-dropping Quinn, we talked about this a few days ago, because most of the canon pairings names don't really mix really great in a really good way. Like, Alec and Gabby is like Gallic, or like Abby, but that's just like a normal ass name, or like Alabi. It's like, it's kind of tough. And like Quill and Sky is like Squill, or like Quai, Kai. And I mean, Flint and Nick is Flick. So that's kind of cool, but like most of them really don't fit. I trust the community to come up with something cool and funny. Yeah. Is Gabby gender fluid or just non-binary? Gabby is gender queer. So they're kind of just Gabby. Like, their gender is not. But not non-binary. You know, the gender queer people know what I'm talking about. Do you have anything that inspired my art style? Yes, and thank you for saying that it's pretty, by the way. Mostly Steven Universe, which is like, oh my god, the gay guy's inspired by Steven Universe. Yeah, okay, I was born in 2007, I love Steven Universe. But it's a pretty show, okay? And, like, you might have something against the Cal Arts mouth, but truly, who gives a fuck? Why do you give a fuck? And Steven Universe has a pretty art style, and I like it. I'm also inspired by the Owl House and several other. I watched a lot of Cartoon Network as a kid. When I was really little, I saw like people drawing anime art styles on YouTube, and I really liked it, so I like copied it, and that's kind of traveled into my art style a tiny bit. But I watched like 3 animes, so I'm not like a big anime fan or anything like that. Um, How did you come up with the idea for Rainclouds? I guess that's the same question as before. So, I already answered that shit. How long will the second episode be? Probably, like 7 minutes-ish. It could be more, could be less. I don't know. We'll figure it out when I map out the audio again, because they have to redo it, because Flip a Clip got a big update, and I am not animating that shit on the old Flip a Clip. New shit's way easier. How did they meet? That's kind of a spoiler, I guess. In episode 3, it's revealed how Alec and Gabby meet, but it's not like this crazy, insane story. Alec was walking down the hall. I'm gonna start over. Freshman year. Picture this: freshman year of high school. Alec is a little emo. He's walking down the school hallway. A door opens as he's not paying attention. He's walking, and a door opens and slams him in the fucking face. Guess who opened the door? It was Gabby. Gabby feels immensely guilty and takes Alec to the nurse's office because he broke his fucking nose. And then they became best friends forever and fell in love. So that's how Alec and Gabby met. Yep. Are there any main shows, movies, or media, or anything like that that inspired me to make Rainclouds? Inspirations like writing wise are Steven Universe and the Owl House, but I'm also inspired by Craig of the Creek because that show is fucking peak. If you watch Craig of the Creek, you know that shit's peak. And also this anime called Komi Can't Communicate. If you've watched it and then you watch Rainclouds, or you like see the base premise of Rainclouds minus the gay, they're very similar, and Sky is directly inspired by Najimi from that show because, I mean, if you watch the show, you know. But yeah, also, I guess K-On! I watched K-On! Once when I was like 14, and then I remembered it, and I thought I should put all my OCs in a club, because that would be silly, and it's a good setting. Anyway. What are some characters that haven't been introduced so far? And second questions, what was your thoughts? My thought process through making the pilot. I have quite a bit to say about both of these things. I think I've introduced, I have this sheet. I've introduced one line of all the characters plus Ree. So I've introduced 5 characters so far, which is Alec, Gabby, Sky, Quill, and Ree. And then there's Nick, Flint, Tristan, Keegan, and Lizzie, and Kathy, and Michelle. So, did I already say Michelle? I don't remember. Those are all the characters that I haven't introduced yet. And they will be showing up in future episodes. Nick is showing up in episode 2, and that's interesting. Keegan also in episode 2, but yeah, episode 3 introduces most of the cast. Oh, and my process through making the pilot. My process through making the pilot was desperation. Flip a Clip has these community challenges that I think are really cool, and they did this challenge where you make a pilot for a show, and I was like, that's crazy, I have a show, I should make a pilot. So I did, but there was a 2-month time frame, so the first month I spent finding voice actors, writing the episode, and also drawing all the backgrounds by myself because I couldn't find any background artists, and also mixing all of the audio. So there's that. And then the entire month of April, I was exclusively just animating every single day nonstop, which was so fun. I had to go to the hospital, and you'll never guess what I was doing in the hospital. I was animating the scene where Alec puts his head in his hands after pulling the crush card, and Sky does the hand thing. I animated that in the hospital, just so you know. So yeah, I would animate all day, I'd color all day, I'd line art all day, and then I'd go to sleep, and then I'd dream about animating, and it was kind of a nightmare, but it was worth it, because the pilot is okay. All my fellow animators, if you watch the pilot, you know, we both know. We're looking at each other in acknowledgement. The animation looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. Some parts look okay, but it looks pretty bad. It's because I was so rushed. Also, all the music I stole from an anime I like because I couldn't find someone to make music in time. So specifically in the montage where they're playing the Glacier Breaker, it kind of goes on for way too long because I couldn't find a better spot to cut the music off to end the scene. So if you're wondering why that was kind of weirdly lingering on for too long, that's why. Thank you for asking that question. I needed to get that off my chest, actually. What inspired you to choose the name Rainclouds? This is my favorite question, my favorite thing to answer when people ask it. It's because a lot of my favorite memories in high school with my friends happened because it started raining, and I just think that's really beautiful, like the way that the weather can bring you together with somebody. I have a lot of stories that I cherish a lot of my friends that I wouldn't have if it didn't start raining outside. And I just thought that Rainclouds would be a really great name for the show because it's about friendship. Whoa, My Little Pony. Did you come up with the personalities of your characters, or did you base them off of people in your life? I based my characters off of people I knew in high school and also myself. Alec and Gabby are like directly based off of like two sides of me that I separated and then exaggerated them to like their most prevalent creatures that they could be. Sky is based off of me sense of humor wise, but they're mainly based off of these two friends I had in high school that were fucking insane, and also probably the best people that I've ever met in my life. So yeah, that's pretty cool. If either of you are watching, which I know there's a chance that one of you are watching, you're really cool and you made my high school experience way better, so you know. Oh, all the other characters, also, there are a couple that are just based off of a concept that I thought was funny, like Tristan Keegan. Tristan Keegan are two bully homophobes that are secretly gay for each other, because I thought that would be funny. What are the gender identities of all the characters, not just Alec and Gabby, and also the sexualities? Okay. Yeah, I can do that. It'll be just me listing things, but Alec is bi and ace and transmasc. Gabby is pan and genderqueer. Sky is a lesbian and non-binary and also demisexual. Quill is a demigirl and bi. Ree is a cis girl, and she's just Aero Ace. Nick is gay, and demi-romantic, and a demi-boy as well. And Flint is gay, just gay, and he's a cis guy. Michelle is aromantic, and a trans girl. Tristan Keegan are both just gay. And Lizzie and Kathy have unconfirmed sexualities, but Lizzie's a trans girl. So yeah, Lizzie and Kathy are kind of like my side characters. I still want them to get love, but I don't have enough time to expand on them because the show takes place in a very specific time frame of 1 year, 1 school year, and I only have so much time. So yeah. What is the general direction of the show? And what genre would you say it is? Also, would you be needing any animators? Thank you for offering. But no, I would love to not have to animate the whole show by myself. But unfortunately, Flip-a-Clip kind of has several things about it that makes it so I can't share animations with other people, and then they do something to help animate it, and then they send it back to me. That allows you to still be able to put a background in. Like, I can't download the transparent video, like download the video transparent, send like rough animations to somebody else, have them do the line art, and then they send back the transparent line art to me, and I fill in the colors, and then I can't fill in the colors or put in a background. Flip-a-Clip is kind of I'm hoping that the next update allows that to happen so that maybe I could hire animators, but for now, I unfortunately can't. There's just technical difficulties that'll make it so that I can't do it. How did you develop your art style, and what are your biggest inspirations? Again, cartoons. I watch too many cartoons. I literally have fucking SpongeBob back there, dude. I'm one of those animators that only watches cartoons, which is bad, and I know. But if I'm not watching a cartoon, I'm watching like a 5-hour video essay about a movie that I've never seen. I like old movies. I have a DVD collection. It is mostly cartoons. It's like 90% cartoons. But I have Legally Blonde 2. I have The Sound of Music, Pitch Perfect. I've got the Muppet Movie, okay? Good live action movies. I'm cultured, I promise. For all the people in the comments just saying that they love Rainclouds, I appreciate you so much. It literally means the world to me that you like my OCs. It's like crazy. Imagine you have OCs, and you want to make a silly little show about your silly little OCs, and then it works, and people are like, I love your OCs, and you're like, oh, that's how I feel, you know? It's not like exclusively like a piece of media show for me, it's literally my OCs. Do more people join the club than Ree and Alec and Gabby? Yes. Flint and Nick and Lizzie and Kathy join in the future. Tristan, Keegan, and Michelle don't, though. Tristan and Keegan for obvious reasons, and Michelle because she graduated the previous year. So she can't because she's not in fucking school anymore. When can we expect episode 2? That's kind of a loaded question. I have the Kickstarter up, and it expires in early May. And it's at like $500 right now, and what I need is $4,000, which is kind of a lot of money. So I don't think I'm gonna hit the goal. So I don't know if I should start making episode 2 after the Kickstarter expires or not. I'll probably just start as soon as I can, because but I need to mix the audio again and then get started on the story. It takes a while. Animation is a lengthy process, if you didn't know. It takes a long time, so probably at least like 2 or 3 months. Yeah. I'm competing with fucking Amazing Digital Circus. Do either Gabby or Alec have hobbies that we don't know of? If I remember correctly, Alec plays the piano. Yes, Alec plays the piano. He wants to learn how to play the guitar because he thinks that it's cooler to play the guitar, but he doesn't have a guitar. He draws because he's based off of me, but he like exclusively draws horrifying, disgusting creatures because he likes horror. He also likes Sonic the Hedgehog. He likes internet horror, so like creepypasta and all that stuff, which is why he likes Sonic the Hedgehog, because he watched someone play Sonic.exe when he was like 12, and then he got into Sonic and he made it like his whole personality. Anyway, yeah, he wants to also get into coding and make a video game, which is pretty cool, but he's like 16, so he's learning. Gabby does a lot of crafty things, specifically sewing. They tailor a lot of clothes, and they make a lot of clothes for themselves. In previous designs for Alec and Gabby that I had to nix because it was a little tough to animate, is Alec had little stars sewn onto his pants, and Gabby had little flowers sewn onto their pants, but I had to remove them because we know animation is hard. And Gabby sewed them on and it was like a friendship thing. Gabby also made Alec a little asexual ring, which I have one of those, well, crazy asexual ring, that he uses as a fidget toy because autism. Give me lore about all the characters now. No, that's a spoiler. You can't know. Then what's the show about if I give you all the lore and there's no show left? Obviously, anyway. Do any of the characters struggle with homophobic parents or peers? Will homophobia shape the conflicts of the story, or will it mostly just be about Gabby and Alec's relationship without homophobia being much of a factor? Rainclouds? First off, Rainclouds is about everyone. When by everyone I mean mostly Alec, Gabby, and Sky, but it focuses on most of the characters. It's a story about the whole club, not just exclusively Alec and Gabby, even though Alec is the main character. Um, and yeah, there's homophobia in it. I already mentioned Tristan and Keegan, but they're not like a driving force of conflict. They're kind of just there to be homophobic and stupid. There are some teachers and parents that are homophobic, but yeah, it's not like a driving force of conflict, but it's definitely there. Someone on my Instagram asked if religious trauma will be touched on, and that's also like a halfway yes. There are definitely some parts that include religious trauma because a lot of gay people have religious trauma and deal with homophobia that's drived by religion. So yeah, it's definitely like hard stuff is touched on, but again, did I mention this? A lot of gay media is like really sad and depressing, and I kind of want Rainclouds to not be that, at least for the most part, because let gay people be happy like a little bit, you know, just like a little, for like as a treat, you know. I want Rainclouds to be a kind of positive story about how the queer community stands up for each other, something that I appreciate. In the comments of the ad on my Instagram is people asking if there will be Aro Ace characters, or being like, well, I'm Aro Ace, but I don't know if I count as a member of the community. And people, so many people coming and being like, of course you're part of the community, you know? And that's what Rainclouds is about. It's something that I loved seeing so much. It's just people coming in and supporting each other. Something that I hate is infighting in the queer community. Like, shit sucks right now. Can we, like, lock in and be there for each other when everything is awful? So that's kind of what Rainclouds encourages, is just being there for your community. So, yeah, I appreciate all the love, and I appreciate people already standing for what Rainclouds is about before the show is even really out. I seriously, this is like a dream come true. I can't believe this is happening, and I know a lot of people are like, it's not even that many people. It's a lot to me, okay? I've had like 1,000 followers for like 3 years, so this jump in popularity and all these views on my YouTube and all the comments and all the love is like so incredible, and I appreciate it so much, and I appreciate all the questions, and I have a lot of fun answering them. And if anyone has any other questions, I'll be in the comments and I'll answer you guys' questions too. So just, yeah, thank you all for all the support. It's really fucking crazy, and I'm really excited to keep working on the show, and I'll try my best to get episodes out in a reasonable time, or at least draw enough art to tide people over. Something that I do request, not just because I want people to draw my OCs, but if we're going to curate a community, we should really, fan art would be so awesome. Cutting to the chase, fan art would be so awesome. Guys, make your own stuff. If I'm busy animating, I can't make art for this series, fucking draw a little picture. Draw a little picture, write a little fan fiction. I want to encourage writing fan fiction in such a big-ass way. Episodes are kind of like 2 or 3 per month in timeline of series. And I want to leave those gaps between episodes because I think it would be so cool if people wrote fan fictions within that same month. It's like, this fan fiction takes place between these 2 episodes in October. I think that would be so fucking awesome. So yeah, I really want to encourage the community aspect, you know, someone who's been a part of fandom for my whole life, curating a fandom is so fucking awesome. So yeah, you guys make stuff, make a bunch of cool stuff, just have fun, look at them and be like, I like that guy, and then draw a little picture about it. I will die and explode in a good way. So yeah, it's the end of the video now. I'm talking for too fucking long. Thank you for watching, thank you for liking my OCs, and yeah, thank you, bye.